Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into my video. My name is Dineo Rasedile and I am a South African actress, and this is officially my very first YouTube video. To those of you who follow my other social media platforms and who saw my trial video, my YouTube channel loading video, and who gave me the thumbs up and gave me feedback and was so excited about it, thank you for that confidence booster, because here we are. And my very first video, I thought I should tackle a topic that I get asked about, probably one of the things I get asked about the most. What is an agent? Do I need an agent? Where do I get one? How do I pay them? And I thought that I should answer as many questions as I possibly can based off of my own experience, and to just share a bit about the actor-agent relationship. What is an agent and what do they do? So an agent is somebody who acts as your representative in the industry. They submit you for work, they send you audition briefs, they negotiate your rates and your contracts, and you pay them a commission from the money that you make when you start booking work. I feel that the actor-agent relationship has got to be a two-way street, because the one really needs the other in order to, move forward on their journey. That being said, as an actor, whether you have an agent or not, you really need to be so driven and so professional in your quest to becoming an actor or becoming, making a name for yourself in the industry. Your agent helps you to get into those doors, but at the end of the day, you need to make sure that you're prepared. You need to know your story. So in order for your agent to do this for you, you need to make sure that you are up to date. So for example, there are certain things that your agent needs from your side in order for them to do their job. And some of those things include recent photos. So you need to make sure that you get stunning headshots, professional headshots, and make sure that they are up to date, because that's what they use in order to pitch you for work and to, send in suggestions and so on. They use your photos. So don't be that person who has like photos from 5 years ago when you had short dreadlocks and now you have inches up to your buttocks, or you had blonde Amber Rose vibe hair and now you have this huge black afro, because sometimes they literally are looking for a particular look, and this is the look that your agent has of you, and they submit that in, and then you get called in maybe for an audition or whatever, and you walk in and you look completely different. It's not only a bad look for you, but it also is a bad look for your agent and the agency. So you have to make sure that you have your photos up to date. You have to make sure that your CV is up to date. You have to make sure that you update your agent on things like whatever skills you are working on at the moment. So for example, if you're doing like fight training, or you're learning a new language, you're learning to play a new instrument, you are, learning how to juggle, whatever the case may be, you need to make sure that you update that and let your agent know what it is that you're busy with and what skills you're busy learning, so that they can use that to pitch you for certain roles that, those skills can be useful in. If you're dancing or taking singing lessons or whatever, make sure that your agent knows those things. How do you get an agent? If I had 100 rand fela for every single time I get asked this question, your girl would be rolling in it. But I get it, especially if you're sure that you really want to break into this industry, you want to get as much information as possible. And honestly, that is it. Research, research, research. I can tell if somebody DMs me and asks me, this question, if they are expecting to be spoon-fed, or if it's somebody who has actually done their homework and they just need a push in the right direction. And I'm more inclined to help out the second person because, wow, guys, it's busy. So My advice is always to research. Guys, Google is your best friend. Google acting agents in Johannesburg, acting agents in, whatever city that you live in. You need to make sure that you research every single agency as much as you possibly can. Agencies should have a website, number one. Like, be wary of an agent that, somebody maybe approaches you or says they have an agency or whatever, and there's zero website, like they don't have any online presence or anything like that. Be wary, because guys, there are a lot of people who are out here hustling, and they will hustle you and not even bat an eyelid. How do you contact an agent? You have done your research. You've identified a few that you would really, really love to be signed by. How do you go about getting their attention and getting signed with them? This one is very difficult to answer because different agents operate differently. And I want to be that girl. Now you're going to say, Dineo Rasedile said that I must. No, these are all just suggestions and also based on what I did in order to get my agent. So you can try these things out. And this is once you have done your research and once you have packaged yourself correctly, professionally, actically, in order to get an agent. And what do I mean by package yourself? So before you even think about contacting an agent, you must first sit with yourself quietly and remind yourself that every single agent, every single agent, every week is getting a lot of applications from people who want to act. You are just one of them. So, first and foremost, as I mentioned before, you must make sure that you have good professional headshots. Google actor headshots. Yes, Google is your friend. Google actor headshots, Google actor, full body shots. Make sure that your photos look as professional as possible. Do not send agents selfies. Don't do it. Do not send agents your racy photo shoot pictures. They don't need to see it, okay? Especially at this stage of the relationship where you are literally just trying to be seen and recognized as a professional who will do the most once they are signed by this agent. So make sure that your photographs are as professional as possible. Number two, your CV needs to be solid. An actor's resume is very simple, very basic. It's not paragraphs and paragraphs of one day I want to see myself in Hollywood and I can do so many amazing things on camera. I am, I've been acting since I was 3 years old. None of that. An actor CV is literally your personal details, Kodimo, and then your training, whatever training that you did, and then your experience. Finish and clar. At max, it should be a page. It should be able to fit on a page, your CV, right? Nothing else. All they want to see is what you're about. So I know a lot of people will say that as an actor, you don't need to have had training or whatever the case may be, and that's a topic for another day. But when you are looking for agents, it looks good that you have had some training, right? So we have your photos, we have your CV. Then, also very important, especially in this 2020 of ours, put a link to some work that you have done. So, you've done a TV commercial. Find that TV commercial online. They are on YouTube, whatever the case may be, and put that link there so that they can open and see what you can do. You've done a scene on a TV series. You've been in a theater production. Whatever the case may be, put them, or maybe you do like these really cool skits on Instagram or something, or you have a YouTube channel and you post acting videos on YouTube. Put those links there. That's also really great for the agent to be able to just open up and see what it is that you can do, and it also gives them a better idea of who you are and whether you fit on their books or not. So you've got your agent now, and you book a job. What is likely to happen is that the production company will send your contract to your agent, and they'll have a conversation with your agent to say, okay, we are booking such and such a person, and they will tell them the rate that they're going to pay you. Your agent has the power to negotiate that rate. Now, the more work you do, of course, the more your rate goes up. Or it should. So your agent can say, my person, she has now just finished doing this and this, and now she's about to start doing that. So bump the cheese up. Do people still say that? I don't know if people still say that. But yeah, anyway, increase that rate. When you get paid, after giving the tax man his portion from your money, your agent then gets paid a percentage from your pay. Now, this amount has to be stipulated when you sign the contract with your agent. So you should know, before you've even done any job, you should know what percentage of your money is going to be commission for your agent. Red flags to look out for when you're looking for an agent. An agent that is expecting you to pay money to sign you, and that payment makes 0 cents. Because I've heard that some agencies will say, pay this amount of money and we have a photographer, then you'll come in and this is for your photo shoot. If you're comfortable with that and you've done enough research and you've spoken to people maybe who are within that agency and they did that and it works for them, there's absolutely nothing dodgy about it, then, by all means. But second red flag, I would say, is an agency that has hundreds of actors on their books and not even 5 of them. For me, that's a red flag. Please don't come for me. But when I was looking for an agent, I would open their website and see the actors on their books. And if I'm scrolling up and scrolling up and scrolling up and not even one face is familiar. So yeah, I don't know about you, but for me, that is a red flag. I would wonder, why do you have 200 actors on your books and these actors are not working actors? Also, I'd open, to not be okay, maybe I would open and actually look at their, CVs and stuff, and I would see that these CVs are empty. These people are legit not working. And the third red flag for me would be an agency that has 0 online presence. Hi guys, we live in a digital era. Why are you not online? Why don't you have a Google page? Why are you not on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter? Google, nothing. My thing though is that, hey man, we must know information about you. Who are you? Who is behind this website? Who is running this agency? How long have they been running it? Whose career have they worked with? You need to know these things. Don't just trust a person who charms you and says, yo, I can take you places. No. So just to recap and to close off on the actor-agent relationship is to always remember that the actor-agent relationship is a two-way street. The one really does need the other and vice versa. Yes. So the actor needs the agent to get into those rooms, those audition rooms, to come up in conversations that are had by production companies, so on. They submit you for work. They pitch you. Guys, agents work. Or get yourself an agent who works. Because my agent is a vibe. So they pitch you for work. They yay, they put you out there, they submit you for work, they do the most to make you look good and to make sure that your name stays top of mind in these casting directors' heads, in these production companies' heads, and so on. Then obviously when you get paid, they get paid. But don't think of it, my advice, don't think of it as a thing of my agent works for me, I pay you, blah, 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 blah. I just feel like if you have that attitude towards it, you'll be doing yourself a disservice. You both have very important roles within that relationship, and you both need to bring 100% in that relationship in order for it to work. Communication is very, very important. Do not be that actor on an agent's books who disappears in jail for months. This agent has not heard from you. They send you briefs, you never respond. They send you to auditions. Sometimes you go, sometimes you don't go. Don't be that person. You want to be that person when a job comes up, you are one of the first few that comes to mind. And in order to do that, give them feedback on auditions. Now, of course, your agent does not have time to sit on the phone with you every single day, because chances are you are not their only actor. But just a quick, especially if it was a big audition or whatever, give them feedback every now and then. Let them know how it's going. Don't disappear. Make sure that your agent knows where you are, what you're doing in terms of work. Another useful tip that I will give you is be patient and be consistent and be persistent. Depending on your journey, you might get a lot of rejection. And as an actor or an aspiring actor, that is something that you're just going to have to learn to work through with healthy dealing and coping mechanisms, because, child, we know rejection like the backs of our hands, but we keep them moving. Okay? Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in and for watching this video. I really hope that it was informative and that I was able to answer all, if not most, of your questions regarding agents and the actor-agent relationship. I'm so excited to share my journey with you and to hear about yours, so make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe. I'll actually put the link for that trial video that I did last week just so that you guys can watch it. But then I think in a few weeks I'll do another get to know me, like proper get to know me tag for YouTube this time. But yeah, that is it from me today. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video.